Good day, it is Altia from the Bible in 1 year. Today we look at Numbers 13, a heart of courage. From the beginning, it was God's plan that Israel will live in the promised land Canaan. He made his covenant plans known to Abram in Genesis 15, verse 18 to 21, and to Jacob in a dream, Genesis 28, verse 12 to 15, and to Moses at the burning bush in Exodus 3, verse 8, when God called him to lead Israel out of slavery. Little by little I will drive them out from before you, until you have increased and possessed the land in Exodus 23, verse 30 to 31. The land of Canaan to Israel as an inheritance to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey, Leviticus 20, verse 24. To enable Israel to successfully take the land from its rightful owners, they need to know what they are dealing with. Moses sent spies to secretly do a surveillance, to gather necessary information before taking further action. Unknowing to Israel, God already set up Israel in battle formation. God prepared them to orderly travel through the promised land with the tabernacle in Numbers 1 to 4 and 10 verse 13 to 20, and his guiding presence, number 10 verse 12. God had Moses prepared the trumpets for fast, effective communication with a very large group of people on the move in Numbers 10 verse 1 to 10. The next step was to take in the land. Moses took leaders from each tribe and sent them as spies to gather very specific information. How many people are in the land, and how strong are their military power? Are the cities fortified or easily accessible? To know what the land is like, productive or lean, what fresh produce do they produce, and do they have timber? They were to bring evidence on their return, verse 1 to 20. The spy mission was a human plan and not a godly plan, according to Deuteronomy 1, verse 19 to 33. God already promised the land to them numerous times before. God confirmed that the land flows with milk and honey, and that He already gave the land into their hands. All they had to do is to take it. Perhaps Moses was hesitant to take strong leadership after Aaron and Miriam's accusations in number 12. It seems that Moses only asked God how to send out the spies and not if he should do that, verse 1 to 17. Moses already knew that the land was flowing with milk and honey, and that God had given the land to Israel. The primary reason for the wilderness experience was for testing. It seems like God tested Moses and used the report of the spies to test Israel's faith and to see what is in their hearts. Deuteronomy 8 verse 2. Joshua was one of the leaders chosen as a spy. Before Joshua's name was Hosea, that means salvation. Now it is Joshua, that means Yahweh is salvation. Verse 8 and 16. It is by God's hand that they will be protected from harm or danger, and by God's hand they would take in the land. The promise was that Israel had no faith in God. 10 spies observed the land from a human perspective, giving a negative report that sends Israel in despair and unbelief. Verse 21 to 29 and 31 to 33. Caleb observed it from a godly perspective. Through God's eyes and with godly provision and intervention, they will conquer every difficult or seemingly impossible situation. Verse 13. With courage, Caleb advised them against the bad report of 10 others to immediately be obedient to God's instruction with trust and faith. Romans 3 verse 4 read, "By no means. Let God be true through everyone, though everyone is a liar, as it is written, that you may be justified in your words and prevailed when you are judged." Doubt will have you find a lie to motivate your disbelief. They might be stronger, but that does not mean that they will prevail. Exaggerations got the better of him. The faint hearts of 10 failed him, but 2 with a heart of courage, faith, and trust, fueled by the promise of God, gave them the ability to kill the lies, doubt, and unbelief. May you be blessed. Goodbye.